Have you ever gone through a day without a second thought? What if a ticking time bomb was quietly counting down inside your head at this very moment? Stroke is one of the leading causes of death and long-term disability worldwide, a silent killer that can take everything away in an instant. Today, we're going to show you how to stop it. Meet Alex, a typical 40-something professional. He's got a demanding job and lives a stressful life. With an irregular diet, frequent late-night office, work, and heavy smoking, he believes he's too busy to worry about his health. It won't happen to me, he thinks. Then one evening, while watching TV, Alex suddenly feels something is wrong. One side of his body goes numb and he starts to slur his words. In a panic, he manages to call his wife, who rushes him to the hospital. The culprit that took down Alex is a stroke. There are two main types, cerebral hemorrhage and cerebral infarction. These two diseases have significant differences in cause and outcome. A cerebral hemorrhage happens when a blood vessel in the brain bursts, causing bleeding, while a cerebral infarction occurs when a blood vessel is blocked, causing a part of the brain to die. Brain hemorrhages are far more fatal, with a mortality rate of about 40% compared to just 5% for cerebral infarctions. This is because the brain is an extremely delicate organ. When a blood vessel bursts, blood accumulates inside the rigid skull, putting pressure on brain tissue, and toxic substances in the blood cause inflammation that severely damages the brain. A particularly dangerous type is a subarachnoid hemorrhage, which is often caused by a ruptured aneurysm, a weak bulging spot on a blood vessel. Since aneurysms usually have no symptoms, it's crucial for anyone over 40 to get an MRA magnetic resonance angiography scan to detect them early. On the other hand, atherosclerosis is the main cause of a cerebral infarction. Atherosclerosis is a chronic inflammatory disease where cholesterol and other fatty substances build up on the artery walls. Due to factors like high blood pressure, diabetes, and smoking, it doesn't happen overnight, it develops gradually over time, eventually blocking a blood vessel in the brain. The progression of atherosclerosis can be checked with a carotid artery ultrasound. Alex's story was no accident. His stroke was the result of a lifestyle that was creating a disaster. His overeating habits raised his blood pressure and cholesterol. His smoking damaged his blood vessels, and his lack of exercise made everything worse. His blood vessels were already narrowed and hardened, ready to burst or get blocked at any moment. His stroke wasn't a sudden tragedy. It was a foreseeable consequence of his habits building up over time. The good news is, a stroke is highly preventable. The most important thing is to strictly manage your lifestyle. 1. Stop smoking and limit alcohol consumption. 2. Manage your blood pressure and cholesterol with regular aerobic exercise. 3. Avoid salty and greasy foods. Focus on a diet rich in vegetables and fish. 4. Get enough sleep to reduce stress. 5. Finally, if you have risk factors like high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol, you must get consistent medical care. Alex's story could be anyone's story. A stroke isn't a matter of bad luck. It's a disease that builds up from the choices we make. Now that you know this, you can start to take control. Your brain health is in your hands. Start making small changes today. It's the most important decision you'll ever make.